What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, the pound for pound king, superstar, 4-division world champion, former 2-division undisputed world champion, and reigning WBA junior middleweight world champion, superstar boxer Terrence Bud Crawford, was featured on Coach Malachi's show today. Shout out to him. And Terrence Bud Crawford, he revealed a few things. He didn't reveal who his next upcoming opponent is going to be, but he did state he's not focused on retiring. And one thing I wanted to discuss that he made abundantly clear is that Sebastian Fundora was pushing for an Errol Spence fight. So he told him, go ahead and fight Errol Spence. But after that fight, all roads lead through Terrence Bud Crawford. Now, if you don't understand what I'm talking about, quick reminder, backstory. Terrence Crawford petitioned the World Boxing Organization, better known as the WBO, after he beat former unified welterweight world champion, superstar boxer Earl the True Spence Jr., July of 2023. Once he was made aware that his immediate rematch and the rematch clause he had with Errol Spence was not going to be honored, then he petitioned the then junior middleweight champion, which was Tim Tszyu. And moving up in weight, Tim Tszyu was awarded and allowed to have a title defense that actually wasn't even a title defense, but a voluntary defense, which was against the former unified welterweight champion Keith Thurman, but his WBO title wasn't going to be on the line, and they were going to fight at a catchweight. So therefore, he wasn't held on the hook, right? And then Keith Thurman tore his bicep, pulled from the fight they was going to schedule in March. And then Sebastian Fundora, the Towering Inferno, who was going to fight for the vacant WBC title with Sergey Boychuk, that was vacated by Jermell Charlo, who was the undisputed champion. Jermell Charlo vacated his belt. Sebastian Fundora was going to fight Sergey Boychuk for the vacant WBC title. Well, they allowed Sebastian Fundora to move up, be the main event on that card, because it was going to be on the same card as Keith Thurman. He just replaced Keith Thurman and fought Tim Tszyu for the WBO WBC title. He beat Tim Tszyu. He became the unified WBC WBO champion, to which obviously Terrence Crawford was now supposed to fight Sebastian Fundora, but Sebastian Fundora got in the ring, or should I say Errol Spence suddenly arose, and Errol Spence got in the ring with Sebastian Fundora, and he and Fundora agreed to fight each other. And that means they were trying to box out Terrence Crawford. So the WBO president, Mr. Paco, he stated, okay, he's not with the Reindeer Games, and if you don't honor his mandatory in Terrence Crawford, he'll be stripped. And he cited an injury from the Tim Tszyu fight that he could not fight, because he was supposed to fight Terrence Crawford in June. He fought Tim Tszyu in March. They was talking about fighting in June, but then he cited a broken nose, a nose injury. He couldn't compete. And so he was out the ring. He cited medical reasons, which also obviously pushed away the Errol Spence fight, right? And so with that said, he and Errol Spence still didn't face each other, and they was talking about facing each other in October, but they couldn't without him being stripped. So Terrence Crawford went ahead in August and fought Israel Majamov for the WBA title, and he beat Israel Majamov, and he's the WBA champion. And he revisited the WBA situation once Tim Tszyu was cleared. Sebastian Fundora was cleared. Sebastian Fundora is cleared. They ordered that they go to negotiations, or in 30 days they have to go to a purse bid. Well, they sat down. Terrence Crawford asked for a 10-day extension and to negotiate with Sebastian Fundora a fight. And Fundora asked Terrence Crawford. Now we fast forward to this recent interview with Coach Malachi, and Terrence Crawford stated that they were asking for an extension so that they can fight Errol Spence for a pardon. So Terrence Crawford said, no problem. But after that fight, all roads lead through Terrence Crawford. Which means it doesn't matter if it's Fundora or if it's Errol Spence. And this just clarifies that Terrence Crawford wasn't giving him a pass because he didn't want to fight him. They wasn't interested in fighting Terrence Crawford. And so Terrence Crawford was like, yeah, no problem. But you ain't got to fight me. But after this fight, you're going to have to see me and or you're going to be stripped. So the WBO is saying, well, here's the thing. You don't fight Terrence Crawford and you don't fight somebody in top 15, you'll be stripped anyway. So looks like Sebastian Fundora is going to fight Errol Spence reportedly now in March. Will be stripped of the WBO title. So Terrence Crawford clarified, no, he didn't give him a pass for anything other than them wanting to fight Errol Spence and not him. Which we knew this was the case because Errol Spence was something which he petitioned to fight Terrence Crawford in the rematch, and then he pulled out the rematch, right? And then suddenly he popped up at Sebastian Fundora's fight, got in the ring with Fundora, saying he wanted to fight Fundora. And the rest is history. So this just goes to show that Terrence Crawford will be elevated to the WBO champion, and he's not shying away from a possible showdown with IBF undefeated junior middleweight champion in Bakram Matalia, who just knocked out brutally Tim Tszyu. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out. Very interesting. But that's all I got for y'all. Now you got confirmation from Terrence Crawford himself. And that's all I got for y'all. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. That's all I got for y'all. It's your boy Blue signing off. I'm gone. Peace.